Hello everybody, this is going to be a pretty quick video just to let you know what's going on with my websites. I am taking quite a bit of time, I know, to work on my website that's related to this YouTube channel and all of the relevant subject matter here. That is going to be quite a while longer. I will have video backups there, as well as, well, let's just leave it at some other stuff. But it will be material related to everything you see and hear on this channel. Also, if anyone has any interest in hearing any of the music I've done, if you go to my main page here on YouTube, up in the look up at the banner in the top right corner. I believe it's from the home page. You can see the word music. Click that. It'll take you to SoundCloud. And I don't have any newer recordings up there yet. You're going to find things I did in the 90s, which I'll add to it later. But there's some good stuff there. There's some melodies I wanted to get down, as well as some silly stuff that just kind of happened randomly after I pushed the record button. And the idea being that, to just see what happens. Anyways, a little bit of everything to be found there. I will update that too. That may take even longer. I don't know what I'm going to do with, despite the fact that I have a relatively new classical guitar here, and I want to work with some other sounds and sound experiments. One thing I have been devoting some intense energy into is writing, and my writing website, which is now up and live. I will provide the link to that in the description box below. At this point, you will not find any actual stories or novellas on the site. What's there now is you can get an idea of what I'm doing, what my style is like, and it's mainly about you being able to get a feel for the subject matter that I work with. Because I'll just tell you right here and now, I am typically attracted to historical fiction, partly due to the fact that I don't relate very well to, should I even say that, people today, things that people pursue today, the way people often are with each other. I shouldn't just put that off as a blanket statement on so much, but God, my wife and I were watching one of the streaming services, Hulu, and we were talking about that and Netflix, and how half of what you see there just feels like it was all written and directed by the same person. And I just have no interest in, when main characters are just pursuing an ever-inflated ego, or, will they be able to pull off the ultimate bank heist? Who cares? Who cares? Anyways, let's not go there. That could be a totally different subject. What you're going to find mostly there on the writing site are synopses for short stories, novellas, screenplays. I will be updating that to have an actual short story. In fact, I have one in mind, which is, I believe, 2, possibly 3 pages long. There's a partial nervousness about posting a full story. Even the synopses I was a bit nervous about, because I already have experience with some theft. People have stolen videos, but also the writing content. Even considering that the second you publish something on a website, it's automatically copyrighted. So whether or not you also register it with the Copyright Office, it's copyrighted. Still, I'm sure you understand. but for several reasons. Anyways, just to let you know, I will share a couple of full stories there. I just I'm going to need to take some time to choose which ones because I am still seeking a publisher, and it's a hard thing to choose. As far as looking at all your options with self-publishing and the more classic way. Also, when you publish something, a story, a full story online, I will put samples up too. I'll say that. I'll put samples up of some of the longer ones, some of the ones that will turn into novel length stories and novellas. But regarding the full stories, even the very short ones, what I have to keep in mind and what I ask you appreciate with me is that once you do that, I'm also choosing not to allow, kind of by default, that particular story to be published in anything elsewhere, because nobody will publish anything that's already online. And most of you will probably know that. So that makes it kind of a hard decision to choose which ones I will put up. Anyways, that's really it. I want to let you know I have a writing site. You can see what I write about. And to let you know, you'll see a coming soon notification on the full stories tab. Something else you should know, if you look at the tab on the site called miscellaneous synopses, that's exactly what it says. You'll find stuff that's all over the place. Mostly things, as I said, related to history all over the world. And when I say historical, before modern times, I, for the most part, mean prior to the 1990s. In most cases, long before then. And if you click on the tab that's called Lattice Work Synopses, that refers to an anthology I'm working on. It's going to be stories set in the 19th century Americas. The idea being all unusual stories set in the 19th century. I've just found myself fascinated with that. It was going to be all Western stuff, but that includes, Canada, Central America, South America too, of the 19th century, kind of mixed with the Twilight Zone and a lot of spiritual content too. So the Lattice Work tab is directly related to that. I believe my title, the working title, is Lattice Work Strange Tales of a Strange Century. So at this point, I'll let you go and ask that. Yeah, in fact, I'd really like to know, if you read through them, if there's any in particular you would be most interested in. Let me know. If any sound far more interesting than anything else, let me know. And again, the music stuff can be found on my banner up in the top right corner. I will keep you all updated what's going on with the Hullen Ruled by Venus website, which I won't say it yet. It's going to have a different name for the site, though, since it's taking on a greater and greater scope of content, just like my channel has evolved over the years. So thank you all for your time, and I'll see you next time. Take care.